So I want to really quickly show you how to modify your generic free motion quilting foot so that it will be an open toe, just like this, and that the bar that makes the foot hop on the surface of your quilt, show you how to bend that back out of the way so that the foot no longer hops on the surface. And this is actually really easy. It's not difficult at all, and you really don't need very high-tech tools or anything like that in order to do it. On this foot, the reason I like this foot so much is that it has these two little red marks on it. And they're almost kind of like guides for clipping the foot apart, I guess. So I just take a pair of, this is jeweler's clippers, and you could probably get away with a sharp pair of scissors, a heavy-duty pair of scissors too. But this is the way what I end up using, and I just line it up right there and then press down. You might need two hands. There's one side, and then I do the same thing on the opposite side. And I'm kind of angling these. You see, I'm kind of doing a little bit of an angle. I'm not right on that line. I wanted a little bit of an angle so that way it's a nice open toe. No, I dropped it. So you see, that's how you break open the foot itself, and the edges can end up being a little sharp, so you want to just sand that down with some sandpaper. And I'm just using, a coarse grit sandpaper here, and I just folded over the edge and just sanded the edges just a little bit so that way they're not rough. And it only takes a minute, and it sands down really easily. Now let's fix that top bar. Of course, it's entirely a personal preference how you want your foot. If you like how it hops and you like all the noise that it makes, I guess you can leave it, but I can't stand it. It drives me absolutely nuts. So I like to bend this back out of my way. So I take a pair of needle nose pliers. Again, a basic jewelry set. You can buy them now at Walmart for real cheap. It will come with both of the tools that you need for this job. And I'm going to grip this about 1/4 of an inch away from the spring area. Just grip it real hard and pull it backwards. Twist my hand around and then pull it back the rest of the way. You might have to tweak it just a little bit to get it back perfect. There you go. And that's how you do that. Now, the one issue I've found is that, of course, every machine is different, and everybody's machine has kind of a different height at where this foot's going to rest on top of your quilt, and everyone has a different preference as to how high or how low we want the foot to rest on our quilt. I like my foot to just skim the surface of the quilt and be low enough to be pressing the quilt down a little bit, but not very hard. And so the way to pick and choose how hard you want your foot to be pressing is up here. The spring is going to be pressing the foot down completely, but you can kind of wiggle around this by wrapping a rubber band, or I'm using in this case a ponytail holder, in this area right here, and you're just pressing. You see my thumb? I'm pressing the foot up in order to give myself a little bit of space there. And I found to start out with 3 loops in this area, and then twist up all the excess so that way it takes up space. Put it on your machine and try it out. See if you like that height. If you feel like the foot is resting too high, then you need to take the rubber band off and do 2 loops rather than 3. If you feel like your foot is too low and it's mushing your quilt top, then you need to add a loop. You need to take the rubber band off and do 4 loops in this area instead. And so there you go. That's as easy as it is. Modified that foot in less than 2 minutes with very basic tools and materials. And now this is a perfect foot to see a nice 360-degree angle all around your needle, because your needle will go right here in the open toe. And I really like the clear plastic. I am going to continue to use my metal foot in the videos simply because the plastic is reflective, and so you can see that in my videos. But I really honestly prefer this foot over my metal foot. But, I'll continue to use the metal one just so you can see what I'm doing in the videos. So there you have it. And if you have any questions about doing this foot modification, please feel free to email me. My email address is leah@leahday.com.